After 10 days, everyone expected them to fail, but they didn't. In fact, it's something about them felt different. Not obvious at first, but noticeable, and the officials couldn't ignore it. So instead of stopping them, they allowed it. But that decision would lead to something bigger. What started as a small decision began to open doors. The same people who doubted them started watching them closely, because there was something unusual, something they couldn't explain. And Daniel knew. This was only the beginning. Stay with this story, because what God is about to do next is different. Day after day, they continued learning, the same lessons, the same training, the same environment, but somehow they weren't the same. Others were learning, but Daniel and his friends were understanding, deeply, quickly, almost effortlessly, and people began to notice. It wasn't just intelligence. It wasn't just discipline. There was something else, something unseen, something that gave them an edge no one could match. And for Daniel, it went even further. He began to understand things others couldn't. Visions, dreams, meanings hidden beneath the surface. But no one knew yet how important that would become. At first, it was quiet. A few glances, a few whispers. Why are they different? How are they doing this? No one had answers, but everyone was watching. Then the time came. The training was over. And now, they would stand before the king, not as students, but as candidates. And this test was different. The room was silent, heavy. One by one, they stepped forward, each one hoping to impress, to be chosen, to stand out. But something was off. Most of them weren't ready. The questions weren't simple. They went deeper, revealing more than knowledge, revealing understanding, and many struggled. Hesitation, confusion, pressure. Then it was Daniel's turn. He didn't rush. He didn't panic. He stood there, calm, as if he already knew something others didn't. The king asked, a question that silenced the room. Difficult, unexpected, the kind that exposes everything. And for a moment, everything paused. Then Daniel spoke, clearly, confidently, not guessing, not struggling, but understanding. And as he spoke, something shifted. The king leaned forward, not because he had to, but because something caught his attention. This wasn't normal. This wasn't trained behavior. There was something else, something deeper. Then it became obvious. When compared to the others, the difference couldn't be hidden. It wasn't small. It wasn't close. It was clear. In every matter, every question, every challenge, they stood out. Not slightly, not occasionally, but consistently, far beyond the rest. The king didn't hesitate. He had seen enough. There was no doubt anymore. So he made a decision, one that would change their lives. They were chosen, not just to serve, but to stand close, to advise, to be part of something greater. And just like that, everything changed. But elevation comes with something else. Attention. And not all attention is good. People were watching now, not with curiosity, but with concern, because something was about to happen, something no one could predict, something that would shake the entire kingdom. And suddenly, being chosen wouldn't feel like an advantage, because soon, the king would have a dream, and no one would be able to explain it. What happened next, no one was prepared for.